Hello, my name is Pete Mastin, and I'm the CEO of Jolokia. And of Jolokia and Tech Global. I want to thank you for allowing us to present our virtual event platform that we've developed and that Tech Hunt Global uniquely and exclusively sells in Pakistan and the surrounding areas. So we've developed this platform to allow organizations, companies, both private and public, to be able to provide continuing, education as well as continuing event support for, events that were going to happen, whether they're trade shows, whether they're conferences, whether they're meetups. And so this provides a virtual way and a virtual event platform that supports both the ability for people to meet and communicate effectively, but also if you have continuing education credits that are important for your membership. And so we can provide that learning management system support as well. Briefly, obviously the world has changed. The ability for, companies to effectively produce conferences, workshops, or trade shows has been canceled because of the coronavirus. And that will come back, I believe, but I also believe that even when it comes back, that you'll require remote viewing options. And so what we provide is a mechanism for you to have a hybrid or completely virtual conference and to execute that conference flawlessly with, very, very effective video streaming into all corners of the world. And so that's what we've built. The value of a virtual conference is actually a little above and beyond what people think. One thing that people don't often understand is that virtual conferences are actually more inclusive than your typical in-person conference. And the reason for that inclusiveness is that many people can't afford to go to conferences for a variety of reasons, whether it's the travel, the hotel, or whatnot. And so we provide the mechanism to allow people to remotely view that, and not just remotely view it at the time of the conference, but 24 hours of the day, and 365 days of the year. The other level of accessibility that we provide is we automatically close caption those videos, the videos that are being produced, and those captions can be translated into 64 languages, which again provides a level of inclusiveness that is otherwise absent from the typical in-person conference. The conference content itself can be made available all the time, as I mentioned earlier, 24/7, 365 days a year. The attendees get that continuous value by being able to go back. So imagine, if you will, someone goes to a 2-day virtual conference, they see a particular speaker, keynote address. Maybe it's not that relevant for them at the time, but they can come back later, 6 months later, when that becomes a really relevant topic, and review that content and understand and get that knowledge, or get the ability to then move forward with what their current new project is. Likewise, they can also, the conference owners or the trade show owners can produce continuous education that allows its membership to come in and get certified on a variety of things, even post-conference. Lastly, we actually create what's called content gamification, and that content gamification provides a much higher level of interactivity, which studies have shown increase retention of knowledge. So we actually have done a lot of work with both professors from Vanderbilt University here in the US, as well as MIT, to understand and deeply build into our platform the latest interactive in-stream quizzing technology that can also be applied to surveys. So that's, to a large degree, why a virtual conference, above and beyond a physical conference, adds additional value. So we built a platform called Inferno. It provides the ability to have multiple concurrent live keynote speakers, live panel discussions, live workshops, live product demonstrations. We've integrated with the Zoom product in 2 directions to allow more intimate setting conversations, as well as to bring in panels of people who may all be sequestered at their own homes. We have the ability to create on-demand product explainer videos for the vendors. We do have virtual vendor booths with live and on-demand video. All of those vendor booths, as is the entire conference, are completely white labeled to, in the case of the conference, whatever their color scheme and logo and look and feel are. And in the case of the vendor booths, we have templates that provide them the ability to create a certain look and feel and a certain environmental kind of, experience to their attendees that is exciting and feels like being at a real conference. All the video content, we use commercial artificial intelligence to ensure that all the video content is made searchable, which means you can search not just for a video out of hundreds and hundreds of videos, but you can search in the video for the words that were mentioned and actually go directly into the time code in the video where that was mentioned. We have a fully functional registration system. We can also integrate with external registration systems using single sign-on or integration directly with that, and that would allow you to continue to use a registration system that you're already using if that was required. And we also have the mechanism to create augmented reality and virtual reality experiences for the vendor booths as well as for other components of the environment. The technical stack is pretty straightforward. We use artificial intelligence for automatic closed captions, translation, and video semantic search. We built our own proprietary content gamification engine. Everything is HTML5 and responsive, which means it works on every device. It's a SaaS cloud model of delivery. There's no apps you got to build. There's no installation of software that you have to worry about. The video quality is adaptive bitrate, so it's the best possible video experience that you can possibly get on every device in every part of the world. A very strong support for live broadcasting, interactive video for engagement. We support branch learning trees. And again, we have augmented reality and virtual reality integration actually coming right now. We're actually in the middle of developing those technologies and integrating them directly into the platform. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much for your time. We are very supportive of Tech Hunt and really enjoy working with them, and hope that we can find a place to add more value to your enterprise and to your projects. Thank you.